Good morning, everyone. My name is Bearcat, and this is Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. All right. Ooh, let's see. Store name. So this is a shop manager game where you run a miniature war game store. So if you've ever built models, you probably glued your fingers together. So I think that's going to be my store name. Glued fingers. Place an order. To start selling products, you'll first need to order them. Head to the market store to purchase your first miniature boxes. Add them to your cart and check out from your cart to arrange delivery. So I've been playing this game in, this is the playtest version. I've been playing a few earlier playtests. I've been playing it for a little while, so I'm a little bit familiar with what's going on, but there have been a number of changes. This is just before the release of the game, so I'm not too sure what to expect right now. So sell a product. Your products have been delivered to your store. Retrieve a box, open it, and place the miniatures on a shelf. Then add a price tag. Your customers can then start buying them. So head out to the dirty ground where our product has been so carelessly left. So I mentioned I've been playing this in playtest for a little while now. It looks like it's playing a little bit faster. Things are being placed on the shelf much quicker than they have been in the past, which is nice because that was a bit of slog. Open a miniature box. Miniature boxes are now available for sale in your shop. But, dun dun dun, you can also open boxes to collect miniature pieces to assemble. And this is where all the bad choices come in. Pick up a box and open it to get its pieces. All right. And so this is where your collection of completed and incomplete miniatures is shown. As you can see by opening one box, I do not have a complete miniature yet, making this particular game, Forge Wars Battle, the most predatory miniature game that has been ever created. In some previous playthroughs, I've opened cases of models and not gotten complete models yet. So it's been reported on the Discord server. Some people are having a bit of trouble with the speed at which things are clicking, which is why I was having trouble getting the shop opened. It's a known issue. They're already working on fixing it. So pay no mind to that. Same thing with cash. Again, it's just something with this build of the game has just sped things up a little bit too much, and they're working on that already. So so I'm running a miniature game shop. I believe they're working on some additional products to sell. So there's the miniature game. I think there's like a board game planned. I know there's some novels that you sell as well as like, modeling and paint supplies and stuff. So from what I played in other versions of the playtest, there's quite a bit in there already, but I'm really excited to see what they come out with as the game continues to develop and is released. I understand it's either fully released or it's early access. I'm not sure which. November 12th. So in just a couple of weeks, we will be able to see at least more full version of the game. So right now it's still playtest, and we'll see how that goes in a couple of weeks. But thanks to the developers for letting me into the playtest. I've been having a lot of fun playing the game, although you know, it's a playtest, so there have been some frustrations with bugs, but in general, I've really been enjoying this game. So just checking my stock levels. My thirsty customers are buying me out, so I'm just going to order some additional product to make sure I don't run out. And I'll just leave that other box out there because thieves don't exist. Hello, miss. How you doing? All right. And there you go. $1 a change. So after a handful of other sales, the store will level up. I'll have access to a bunch of different products. And then I can start sort of designing the store. Move the cash register around, maybe get some additional shelves. And then also the back room opens, which has some additional storage space, cleaning supplies, and whatnot. So otherwise, yeah, there's just kind of a nice chill game when your customers aren't buying every single product you just put on the shelf. My last playthrough, I think within a minute of getting some new product, I had to restock it again. It was a little bit frenzied, but right now you can see I have $3,600. I'm making a good stable amount of money already. So balance of the game is pretty nice. I know I'm going to be able to expand buy game tables, buy painting tables pretty shortly. So not too concerned with that. I'm going to be able to buy some additional stock, so I don't have to keep stocking up during the day. So, but get that out nice and quick. There's a trick I found out is I can just parkour over the desk, which is lots of fun. And $96. There you go, miss. And 32 is your total. $3 is your change. And if you look up on the top right, I'm just about at level 2, which should open the back room and a bunch of other products. So we can start expanding things a little bit more. Of course, you can expand the physical store. That's going to have to wait. This is another bug I saw. I think I'm going to have to reload the game to reset that. So we'll see if I can just back out quickly or if I have to actually restart the game proper. There we go, 32. And using the storage. The storage is a special area in your shop. It contains the office, which is for like managing staff when that's added, changing the name if I remember right, where you manage and edit your shop. You can also store your product there in special furniture designed for this purpose. Unlike the rest of the shop, customers do not have access to the storage. And I've also unlocked poster and storage shelves. So yeah, so just backing out to the start menu, or the main menu, fix that error. Again, that's something the devs already know about and are already working on. Oh my God. This double clicking thing. Hopefully a fix can get rolled out for that pretty quickly, but let's just order 3 of those. I'm gonna order poster and a storage shelf. So the posters add to your reputation, which I think increases your foot traffic, if I'm not mistaken. First poster's a little bland. The other ones are pretty cool, and you get like cardboard standees and stuff. So for now, I'm gonna have to clean out the back room, so I'm just gonna stick that there for now. Make sure I've got some product on the shelves for my thirsty customers. This game is Nova hot and everyone is just buying everything. I'm the busiest gaming store in the 5-building town. So I'm getting all of the sales here, although there's a sort of cute little thing we might see shortly that hints at some treacherous competition. Get through this run of customers and then we can maybe start moving some things around, start doing a little planning for some of the expansions. Everyone's coming off work, so it's nice and busy right now. Another nice change from some of the past playtests is there can be huge spots during the day where there's just nobody in the store, and it makes it a bit of a slog. The busy spike can be a bit of a slog as well, but that's why I want to make sure I have lots of stock on the shelves, is so when I get those busy spells, I'm not worried too much about what else is happening in the store. And there you go. And how you doing, sir? Gasp. Even worse gasp. I'll come back to that in a moment. So yeah, your customers are awful slobs, and they mess up everything, and it'd be really funny if they start tipping shelves over, but they scuff up the floor, they drop garbage, huge coffee cups. I have no idea where they're getting them from, but probably not healthy. So in the storage room is a mop to help clean up the scuffs, and then you just go around collecting garbage that is unfortunately all too frequently dropped, as the joys of running your own business it's more than just the game. It's having to clean and order and do all that other, gross business owner stuff. I'm just going to stock up really quickly because we seem to be burning through some product. So let me get that onto the shelf nice and quick. Nice thing with this is, at least at this time, the customers don't seem to have any issues waiting. So if you have any of those really urgent stock runs or any like fires you need to put out in running your store, probably don't want a huge lineup, because then you're just sitting on till getting blasted. But doesn't seem to be an issue waiting. So I've now locked level 3. I get paint sets and paintbrushes, basic painting table, as well as a cardboard standee, which now, things start to get really fun. I can start filling out the store a little bit. The painting tables and the game tables are nice because you start bringing in some additional revenue as customers use them. We're also at the end of the day at 8 o'clock. I'm really bad at reading 24-hour clock, but so no additional customers coming in. So get a little chance to clean everything out, get some room to breathe. So cleaning the store, as I mentioned, customers sometimes litter the store. If your store gets dirty, your store score will decrease and customers are less likely to enter. So this is one of the challenges I found in keeping the store nice and clean, is it can build up really quickly. So thankfully, it hasn't been too much right now, but it is something I'm going to have to stay on top of. And you have your customer score that's affected by posters and standees and things like that. So there's a way to boost that. There's a way to, unfortunately, decrease it. Pick up the trash off the floor to recycle it, as I did with the crushed cans, and use the broom in storage to clean up stains off the floor. Messy people. Now, take our end of the day breather. Before I end the day, though, I think I'm going to top up my stock, which never actually got a box onto the shelf. Top up my stock. I think I'm going to move some things around. Be a little bit of a nicer layout, and then once everything's topped up, I can end the day, see how well I did, and then we can move on to day 2. So, and this appears to still be a problem. One moment. I had reported issues with not being able to move furniture. It looks like I'm still having that problem. I was testing with a controller, and I was able to move using the controller, so we'll lean back on that. I'm just going to move this out of the way for now so I can move the computer. I think stick you over here. So I'll have to report that back on the Discord server that the key, the on screen, so it's saying press Alt to move, but that's not working, whereas I've been able to use the controller to move things around. So a little bit frustrating. That one's been troubling me for quite a while. I'm hoping that they can get around to fixing that, because while I do have a controller on my desk, I'm playing with keyboard and mouse right now. This is another issue that's been reported a number of times by other people. Also, before I order some stock, I'll end the day opening a couple boxes and seeing if I can get some miniatures, and then I think order a painting table as well. Here we go. Yeah. So I've collected enough parts. So now I can get building and painting miniatures, which I can also sell for some additional revenue. There's also a mini game you can play, so you can actually play this miniature game. Although I haven't messed around too much with that. So assemble a miniature. You've gathered all the parts you need to assemble your first miniature. Woo! Party time! Go to your collection and click the assemble button. So I'm just going to open the rest of these boxes before I do that, in case I do complete anything else, which I didn't, but oh well. So click this model here, or click this button here, and you can wait for the parts to assemble, or you can also just kind of click your way through. Only have the one miniature that is complete. Just going to I'm going to accidentally open that box. That was not intended. Okay. Oh well. So I'm gonna order. Oh, what am I gonna order? I gotta order 2 more boxes. I'm gonna need to order another shelf. So what do I want to do with this? Okay, so I'm gonna order, let's do 3 boxes of miniatures. Order another shelf because I want to add some good amount of paints and paintbrushes. I always seem to sell through those really quickly, so I want at least two shelves of those. Order a nice little cardboard cutout, maybe stick that in front of the window, and then a basic painting table. I believe the next level or 2, I open up the miniature selling table. So once I paint that model I have, I can go ahead, stick it on the table for sale, and get a bit of an extra return on that. Can I stick this here? I don't think I can till I expand the store, but let's get that right there for now. Add my paint shelf here. Get her standing in the window for some nice nice PR. And I'll do paint on the top shelf. So in setting prices, I've set everything to just market rate at the moment. In some previous tests, I found that I was having some issues. I guess in these games, it's pretty typical to go market plus 10%. But I was having some issues with that and customers were walking out. So I've just been leaving it at market price to see kind of how that's playing out. The other thing is I'm a tabletop gamer in real life, and when I buy models, I don't even buy models at market price. I go to independent retailers who quite often give a nice steep discount on what the MSRP is. So I don't even pay market price. So the idea of charging market plus another 10% is on an already hilariously expensive game. You know, you saw it took, I think, 5 boxes to get a single miniature, which if you're coming from a certain miniature game about hammers and war, little more expensive, but really not that different at the end of the day. I think before I end the day, I'm just going to quickly paint this miniature. So there's a little quick time event to paint the miniatures. The nice thing is that the quality, once you are done, it doesn't matter. The model sells for the same price. If you get really good in the mini game, though, you get an additional cash bonus up front. So when you go to sell the model, it's the same price, but you can make a little extra money if your timing's good. So to paint a miniature, click on the circles when they align with the golden ring. The faster you paint, the more points you score, and the higher the miniature selling price. Again, I'm not sure how accurate that is because I've just been getting you can see on the left here, you get the value of the miniature. The better you do, you get a bonus, and that seems to come right away rather than when you sell the miniature. So get painting our ghoul hound. So it starts out nice and slow, and then you see it starts to speed up. I'm getting that bonus for my higher score. In the left corner, you can see I've already made about $19. All right. So yeah, I believe I'm getting $13 right now. And then when I sell the model, the market price starts at $77. So, and my understanding is that doesn't change, although that they might have changed that in this version. Who knows? So with that, I'm going to end the day. So we lost a whole bunch of money, but again, we're buying stuff, so that's pretty par for the course. Can start the next stage and see. Okay, just looking over on OBS to see if it says how long I've been recording, because I forgot to start my timer. But we'll get through maybe another day or two for this episode, and then we'll call it a day. Some nice bit of a lull before the storm, but yeah, I've been playing around with a few different store setups. I found this was quite nice because, you know, I could stand by the window, get a nice little tan on the one side, but once I get some tables, I can throw those in the middle of the store and then have the product along the sides, or maybe I've experimented with having them against this wall, but I find because of the placement of the door, there's not kind of too much you can do over there. So rather than sticking the till over there and just kind of having it creep backwards as the store expands, I can stick it over here, and then, you know, once I expand it, I can maybe move the painting table into the corner, maybe get a second painting table there, and then start putting in game tables in the center. So, and then also being in the corner, I get a nice view of the whole store from here, rather than, you know, being in the other, stuck in the other corner and hiding by the door. Really, it's personal preference. I've seen some really cool store layouts on Discord that people have done some really, really neat stuff. But as I've played, I find this just works pretty well for me, at least as far as my stores have gotten. You know, who knows, maybe as the store expands, maybe I'll end up moving the till over here, since there's not as much you can do with that space. But lots of room to experiment, lots of room to play around with what works and how much stock you want to have out, how many tables you want. So while we're waiting, yeah, so level 4, you unlock some theme boxes. So right now I've got the basic box. You unlock some specific army boxes, and you eventually unlock rule books and whatnot to go with them. You also unlock, later on, you unlock some faction dice, some game components somewhere, yeah, templates and such. So all those lovely ways of grabbing a little bit more cash for the store. Set. There you go. 17 is your change. How you doing, miss? There you go. And then, yeah, so you unlock like a bunch of art books and novels that, you know, help build out the world. And then you get, there are a variety of tables and painting tables you can get, some other decorative items. So lots of stuff to unlock as your store expands. I can take it or leave it, but in this game, you're not paying to unlock those licenses. You just get them as you sell more product and level up. It'd be neat to see, you know, how would that play differently? Give you a little bit more control over how you want to expand your store. Maybe you don't want to bring in the novels. Maybe you want to focus more on the game, for example. But this is just nice because you're not forking out even more money once you start unlocking licenses and having to just losing money for the sake of progress. So yeah, it'd be neat to see, but I quite like you play, you unlock stuff, you buy new stock. Your money's going into the store rather than, you know, arbitrary taxing. So there you go. How you doing, sir? All right, so got a little bit of a lull. Oh, there's that double clicking again. Yeah, so while we're waiting on some other customers, I'll clean up that mess. A little about myself. So, where'd that mess go? So this is my first video. It's probably of acceptable quality. I know that there are going to be some audio issues. And in real life, I'm disabled. One of the symptoms that I have is I find that I have trouble projecting my voice. And right now it's fall. The weather's been up and down like crazy. So I'm just stuffed up and coughing and all that great stuff to begin with. And now also having to deal with these weird illness symptoms where my voice is really, really scratchy. I might be talking really loud because I tend to find that I have to basically shout in order to talk right now. So hopefully this passes in time and I sound a little bit more like a grown man. But what do you do? Fall sucks, and having respiratory issues suck. But so hopefully no one finds it too distracting or grating, but you know, it is what it is. I mentioned I was testing with a controller. That's sort of another disability thing. Sometimes I have trouble using a keyboard and mouse, so I was really excited when I saw controller support. If I do have problems playing, I can at least grab the controller. I find that's a little bit less difficult to use, although it's harder to control some of the camera movement. So it's kind of a 6 of one, half a dozen the other. So here we've got that cache issue. So I'm just going to save and back out really quickly. Nice thing, there's a lot of auto saves anyways, so if something does go a little janky, you don't lose too much progress. But I love that this save function, you're not losing anything, you're not having customers leaving when you have to cancel the transaction. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, that's that clicking thing. I really hope they're able to fix that quickly, because it's really hard to, like, it is on a hair trigger. Fortunately I was not paying attention to my stock, so I'm now absolutely sold out of everything. So let's see if we can remedy that nice and quickly. Multitasking is hard. I think it was brushes were there. So we're going to find a paint one quickly. And those models are in the wrong place, but they'll be gone soon. If not, I can fix them in a moment. Just want to get enough stuff back on the shelves so I'm not losing customers. Yeah, so that is an absolute hair trigger. So level up to 4, so I unlock the Demons, Guardians, Undead miniature packs and the miniature selling table. So probably won't get to play around with that yet. Just because I want to make sure everything's stocked up and get through the day. We're pretty close to the end of the day right now, so that'll probably be a tomorrow issue. But yeah, it is a hair trigger. The faintest click of the mouse, I'm getting double, triple clicks sometimes. So, keeping me on my toes. I'm going to grab this stuff, move it now so I can place that with the right product, which I think is, maybe brushes. So normally, so there's a shipment fee for product. So I try and wait to order more stuff in one go, but it's not too bad a fee. And there are times when you just, I completely ran out of stock. I just need to order something and then I can balance everything out later. Well, no, I didn't do too bad there. So I can grab our last customers of the night. There you go, sir. How you doing? And $2 is your change. All right, 45. I'm pretty sure. Got my eye on you. You may or may not be laundering money, but not that that's actually a thing in the game, but it is one of those quirks of these kinds of games that people just pay weird quantities. So I'm gonna order, I think, another paint, another box of miniatures to keep in the back, and then 2 brushes. 2 brushes. And then I'm gonna want to order. I want to order another shelf if I can. Get 2 facings of each of those guys. I don't really have any models to paint, but I'm going to go ahead and order that anyways, so I can get it in place. Now we'll just stick this here. I've seen some fun stuff where people are using those as like end caps. One thing I've been wanting to do, because there's 3 factions in the game, I'm wanting to have a separate table for each one. I thought that would be kind of neat, although I've never quite gotten that far in the other tests. We'll stick this one next to this one. And I can stick all the unique boxes. So a lot of the commons show up in the basic one. But these ones, if you're looking to get models for a certain army, that's kind of the best way to buy it. So I have horrendous luck, so that hasn't really worked out for me too well, but with either the full game or early access, again, I'm not sure which it is, that's coming out in November 12th. Hopefully I'll be able to play through. There's been some kind of stability issues with saves, so it's been a bit tricky to build up your shop enough between the different updates. So I'm hoping with the release in November, I'll be able to really build up the store and add extra sales tables and really build out my miniature collection, which is just something I haven't been able to do too much of yet. Stumble around like I've had a little bit too much drink, even though I haven't. And this guy, I'll just top up that one there. Stick you on the back shelf. Then get to pricing. So, so yeah, I like to have, as I mentioned, I like to have a couple facings of the products just because they can sell out so quickly during the day, and then you're scrambling to restock, you're scrambling to get things back out. Where I find if I get even like 3 or 4 facings of or 3 facings of a particular box, that usually tends to get through the entire day. Before we go, I'm going to stick out, I have some extra models we can assemble, so I can get them out for sale. So I'll paint him up real quick. So I'm not the biggest fan of QuickTime events, but this seems to be fairly forgiving. It does speed up pretty quickly at times, but even if you miss a few, it's it doesn't seem to affect things too much. So now that we have 2 of the Ghoulhound, we can see. Let's set. Now there's a bit more play with these guys. I want to deal with nice round numbers, so we'll move him up to 83. Yeah, so we're seeing both of them are selling for 83. So the bonus you're getting for painting seems to be coming in when you paint it, not when you sell it. So it's a fun mini game, but if you have issues with timing, I sometimes have problems processing things like QuickTime events and rhythm games. So that not being a really essential part of the game is nice to see for accessibility reasons. So I can worry about selling if I do a really miserable job painting. It's not something I really have to worry about. So we're going to go ahead and end the day. I think I'm going to call that for the episode. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So OBS says I've been recording for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to call that for the episode. If you've enjoyed this, please do all those things, the liking, the sharing. It really does help. I've been hearing a lot more of that lately on YouTube, where even just watching through a video has been really helpful for even big channels. But as a brand new channel, every share, every like, every comment, is going to help the channel do that much better. I'm not looking to make this a full-time job, but I did mention I am disabled. So if I can even get a little trickle of money coming in, I can combine that with doing something a little bit more during the day, having a bit of fun, playing some other games, doing a little bit of role-playing games, and just helping to kind of subsidize doing this. So please, again, if you enjoyed it, like, share, do all those things. Let people know about this game, so when it comes out, you can play it yourself. There is a demo right now, but even between the demo and this playtest, there's some different features and some updates. So one thing I want to try and do is fill the comments with things, but rather than just kind of random comments, tell me what games you played. Are you a miniature gamer? Is it something you're curious about? I've been miniature gaming off and on for many years, and I'm always looking for games to try. So let me know what games you're playing. If you're playing games like Warhammer 40,000 or Star Wars Legion, let me know what armies you're playing. Let me know some of the things that you do, some of the things you're proud of. And we can chat about that, get some ideas, swap some funny game stories. So with that, I'm going to end the day really quick, pay my bills. Still losing money, but the store's growing, so that's good. But yeah, once again, my name is Bearcat. Thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I'm going to end the video before this guy gets here, because I want to try and open the store when he arrives. So thank you for watching.